All right, good. So you found some time. Well done. Well done. Not easy. I hope that wasn't too difficult. And you've got your pen and paper, your pencil and paper, and your notebook and your plant. So the first thing I'd like to do is ask you just to look at the plant as you normally would. Just notice your subjective view, your what should we say, your habitual subjectivity. Just notice that. Notice how you normally look at the plant for a moment. You can pause the video now if you want some more time with that. Okay, just to notice how you normally relate to things. Okay, all right. In this case, this plant. Okay, so just pause now if you want to. This first stage, as I say, there are 4 stages, and this is the first one. Goethe called it. Don't worry, you don't have to speak German. I will translate it. But I want to go to the German text all the time because there are little things which we can get out of there which help us. Okay. So the this first stage or phase of the exercise of observing nature is called exakte sinnliche Wahrnehmung. All right. Now that is usually called in English. The English translation, which is most widely used, is exact sense perception, and that's actually quite accurate here. Exact sinnlich is the senses, so that's absolutely correct. But this is not so perfect perception, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. Well, I don't mind it, but I just wanted to go through what Wahrnehmung means, okay? Because it's rather neat, it's rather good. Wahr this is one of these compound words that you get in German a lot. So wahr means true. Wahrheit is the truth, okay? And Nehmung is from the verb nehmen, which is to take, okay? So in fact, the translation, we could use a translation of it being exact, very precise, sense, truth-taking, all right? And I like that more than perception, although it's not a word, truth-taking. But I like, because I can just sit and be very passive and perceive things. I can just idly perceive things. But the activity that we're going to get into now is not at all passive, okay? It's very, very active, okay, inwardly. So what you're going to do, we're going to do this exact sense truth-taking with your plant, and it involves finding, there's your plant, okay? This involves finding an activity which has 2 things simultaneously, okay? The first one is you focus your full attention, or you turn your full attention, you devote your full attention to the detailed observation with all your senses, okay? Using all your senses, you focus and observe very, very openly the plant. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, which is simultaneous, is you suspend all personal judgment, all classification or feelings about the plant, whether you like it or don't like that sort of plant or whatever, systems and everything which is judgmental or which has anything to do with your own personal knowledge or taste or feelings, etc. Okay, so what you're doing is actually you're trying to go beyond all that to seeing this, in this case, an Easter lily, as a phenomenon, the phenomenon as it is, as simply as it is, okay? So I'm going beyond knowing that it's an Easter lily. I'm just seeing it as it for what it is, okay? So those are the things. You've got to focus your full attention, and at the same time, you're switching off, or you're inhibiting, we would say in the Alexander technique. You're stopping your judgment and classification, feelings, and so forth. So where you get to there is the phenomenon as it is. That's what you're observing. Okay, so you take your time with that. That'll take a while. Okay, and even in this plant, which is not very big, if it was this one you were using, you've got quite a lot to do. That'll take you, a good while. All right, and you just take your time. First of all, to find the activity. It will kick in eventually. At some point, you'll say, "Oh, this is it. I've just found it. I'm not judging anymore. I'm not classifying. I'm just with the plant, the phenomenon as it is." Okay. So once you've done that for quite a while, I would say probably 10, 15, even 20 minutes, you'll work on that. I would expect, depending on the complexity of your plant and and how open you are and how rich that is. It might even go longer because once you get into it, you find there's a lot going on. What you're going to do is you're going to make a drawing, start to draw it. Okay, that's why you need your paper and your pencil. Okay, and then now I can hear you, everyone, half the class as it were, going, "But I can't draw." That doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be a good drawing. I didn't say that. Just draw it, but go and draw. Try and capture in drawing the little bit. You don't have to draw the whole thing in one beautiful drawing. You can just do one section of it. Just go into how this leaf comes off here, okay, or how this little petal curls around. You can just do a bit at a time, but select many different sections and then just try and capture it in drawing, okay? And if you want to, you can destroy the drawing the minute you finished it. It doesn't have to be a nice drawing, okay? You're not producing a work of art now. It's just a way of really connecting to how it works, how this plant is, and drawing is a very, very important thing. But first of all, you do it without the drawing. You get to know the plant, find the right activity of the phenomenon as is, of observing that without judgment, and then when you finish that, you can sort of move on to the drawing bit, okay? So in summary, you're ready to go, I think, really. Okay, this is what you're doing in this first section. Observe the plant in detail, letting the facts speak for themselves. Use all your senses. Suspend and go beyond all personal judgment, classification, to simply see the phenomenon as it is. And then you draw the plant and or sections of it. You do all that with real interest, great pleasure, and take your time. Okay, that's the main thing. Okay, however long is the right time, as we also borrowed from open space technology. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll leave this slide up, and you can just pause the video whenever you're ready, and so that you might want to refer to that during the exercise. Okay, so once you've finished that exercise, we'll see you in video 2. Okay, enjoy yourselves. Okay, all right.